Hey guys, welcome back to Tiny House Customs. I'm Dan, and in today's video, I'm going to fix my dryer. Before we get started, first thing you want to do is unplug this bad boy right here. That'll give you a shock like you'd never had before. So to let you know what happened, this dryer, the drum rotates, the fan turns on, everything works except for it's not producing any heat, so it's not drying the clothes. I did some research. It can either be the heat element, which is $120 for this one, or it can be a fuse that was only like $15. So I ordered the fuse in hope that that's the issue. If it's not, the company that I ordered the fuse from has a 1-year return policy, so I'll have no problem returning the fuse. So most dryers are going to be different. This is a really old dryer. The first thing I need to do is take these 2 screws out. Sometimes this fuse that we're going to be working on could be located in the back of the unit, so you'd have to take the back panel off. But this one just pops right up. There's going to be wires connected to this because this is connected to the safety switch on the door. So we'll put that to the side. What we're trying to get to, I believe, is that right there. So that's the new fuse that I got. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this off right now. Hook it up. Now when you're changing the fuse on these things, it doesn't matter which wire goes on. I could have switched those and it would have been fine. There's 2 screws located on the old fuse that need to come out. So I'm just going to break those free. I'm telling you, a wrench would probably be the best idea ever. Make sure you drop one, so you have to reach into nowhere and try to find it. Thank God you can grab it. Cool. So here's the old fuse. There's no real way to see if this is the problem except for taking it to an appliance store, and they might be able to hook it up to something and tell you if that's the issue. Already plugged in my new fuse. Now I'm just going to screw it in. Alright, once you tighten down those screws and make sure your wires are connected completely, you can put your door back on. Plug your dryer back in. Give it a test. Cold. Cold is my ex-girlfriend's heart. So the heating element is located inside of here. There's 2 screws that I took out. There's another relay switch or some kind of switch here, which I'm going to check out online and see what that is. That could be another fuse and that could be bad. So I might replace that. I really don't want to replace the heating element because it's $125, and I can go buy a new used dryer for that, and it would probably be newer than this. I went online and I researched it. This is the high limit thermostat. This might be a bad idea, but I don't want to order this and it not work, so I think I'm gonna rig up something to bypass it, and I'll hook it all back up and I'll see if it turns on. I'm just going to plug this right here and plug this right into there. And now I bypass that switch. Oh, look at that. It's getting hot. I did something. So I did set it on a different setting on the top of the dryer. So I'm going to hook it up back the way it's supposed to be hooked up. Alright, now that I've given it a couple minutes to cool off, I'm going to come back in and hook the wiring back up the way it was, and see if it was just the setting that I had on the top. Maybe that was the issue. So all the wires are hooked back up the way they're supposed to be. Just want another test again. This setting doesn't work right there. Yeah, look at it dying. So it only works on certain settings, but at least it works. I'll put the final screw in that holds the heating element. So right now would be a good opportunity to get in there with a shop vac and clean up all that loose lint. That's what's going to start a fire, is this stuff's going to get sucked into there and it's going to light up. I'm going to run one more test before I close the door. And it's heating up. So you can see the dryer's not sitting perfectly flat. I'd say that's about a 1/4 inch. Now I can either lower this leg a quarter or raise this one up a quarter. So, just take the leg and screw it up a little bit. Screw this one down a little bit. And it's solid. So that's all it was a $15 part to fix a dryer. I was going to go and buy a used one for 150 bucks. Most people would have went to the appliance store and bought a brand new one, which would have been $4 or $5 up to $1,000. So things can be fixed. Toasty warm, I like it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you would, hit that subscribe button, and if you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks guys.